It worked. It worked on a Sunday night. I can't even tell you how inspired I am to be here right now. It all works. I just did a few acrobatics. I did a few technological acrobatics to get myself to be able to go live more in a more streamlined way. And those acrobatics worked as long as I switch over to YouTube, which is in fact working. For some reason, last night when I was here with you, the YouTube stream took like several minutes before it came live, and that was a little annoying. But I'm going to head over here. I'm just going to check in on the channels and see who is joining us. So here's my anecdotal evidence for you. LinkedIn is the party place. For whatever reason, you LinkedIn people, I am so very grateful for you. And thank you for being here. Pardon my throat right now. And so you LinkedIn people, I'm so inspired by you because you're hanging out here, on a Sunday night. Friday night, it was like a party with the amount of people that were here from LinkedIn. And then last night, Saturday night, here again, a ton of people from LinkedIn showing up. I don't know. LinkedIn appears to be the party place. So thank you. Check in with me in the LinkedIn chat, won't you? Let me know who you are, where you're from. And I have a set of topics that I want to talk about tonight. But if there's anything else you want me to talk about, let me know as well. All right. Facebook is running, and there's a couple people there. Thank you, Facebook friends. And I'm over on YouTube, just checking it out over there. No idea what's up with the throat. Good Sunday evening on LinkedIn. Glad you could be here. Cicely Simpson is here, and I'm so very grateful that you're here. Okay, ready to go? You should have... Martha's here too. Martha, thank you for being here. So great to see you. Judy Julian is here as well. Unreal. I am so pumped up for the people that are here. All right. First of all, Cicely, Martha, Judy, I know you all have your pencil and your notebook ready to go. I know you do. So I'm talking to everybody else. Get a piece of paper, get a notebook, get a pencil. You're going to want to take notes. I'm not going to go for a half an hour tonight. I promise you that. I went for a half an hour Friday. I went for a half an hour last night. I have no idea. While you guys are organizing yourself, my house... You hear my house alarm going off? Hey, that's what happens, That's what happens. I have a German Shepherd. Big, scary, mean German Shepherd. While everyone is getting their pencils and paper ready to go, I'm going to shout out Cicely Simpson, who wrote a book, who has a unbelievable mentorship program on leadership. You definitely want to connect with her. And in exactly 13 hours and 30 minutes from now, she'll be going live on all her channels, giving you tips for leadership, giving you leadership advice. And I could be wrong about this, and correct me if I'm wrong, Cicely, I think tomorrow morning you're going live talking about people who have lost fulfillment in their jobs. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, in the chat. Then you want to connect with Martha Parsons, who is a health and wellness professional. She's going to get you healthy, going to fix you from the inside out. And then if you want to move, she's going to help you with that too, because she's a brilliant real estate person. Unbelievable. Thank you for being here, Martha. But before you do anything, you probably should take a trip. And you should travel somewhere exciting, like Belize, or Europe, or Iceland, or maybe somewhere in the US. Anyway, wherever you want to go, no matter where you are right now, you contact Judy Julian. You'll find her in the LinkedIn chat. She is going to totally hook you up because she is a bespoke travel professional. And one of the things that I love about what she does is that she understands the things that you would never even think about when you're traveling somewhere new. Because the last thing you want to do is end up at a place where there's you're sleeping on a cot in a bathroom with bugs. You don't know. You think you can do it yourself. You can't. So you get a hold of Judy Julian. Cicely says, yes, tomorrow talking about fulfillment in your career, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Connect with her. You're going to love that. Okay, let's go. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with the throat. I'm going to mute and clear my throat and then take a... I don't know. Hey, look, it just happens. That's why you have a drink nearby, Judy. That's why you do. I want to share 3 Sunday night thoughts with you that are going to help get you going this week. It is the last day of... Oh, by the way, there's a bunch of people here who don't know me. Sorry, I'm talking about these 3. It's Chris Prouty. I run an online school for entrepreneurs that teaches them how to grow their businesses, how to attract customers with ease, how to grow their businesses. I can't even believe it. Look at this. Deborah Franklin's checking in. She's amazing. She's going to teach you how to ride a bike. If you don't know how, you got to get a hold of her if you want to ride a bike. You don't know how. Chris Rivera is here. I'm going to reference him in just a short bit. Chris Rivera is someone that takes you from knowing what you need to do to actually doing it and getting it done. So he's checking in the LinkedIn chat. Insane to see him here as well. Thank you for being here. So I built this online school. It helps entrepreneurs like Cicely, like Martha, Judy, Deborah, like Chris, who are all here. It helps them grow their businesses by attracting clients with ease, by simplifying the process of attracting clients, by clearing the chaos of client attraction. If that sounds like something that is even remotely appealing to you, I have right here in front of me is a link called ProutyClass.com. If you go there, you're going to get to attend a free workshop that I'm giving this coming Thursday at 3 p.m. live, no replay. You've got to show up for that thing. This is for people who can make decisions and act on them. And I hope that's you. Go to ProutyClass.com. Please register for my free workshop. It's this Thursday. You're going to have a great time. I have so much fun teaching it. And you're going to walk away with a whole bunch of strategies that you can start using today to start growing your business. Because people like Martha, Judy, Cicely, Chris, Deborah, who are in the chat over here on LinkedIn, they have these incredible things that they can offer the world. They can change lives. They can impact people. They are leaders in their industries. Yet, before we started working together, they felt ignored online. They didn't know where to turn or what to do. We fix that, and we clear the chaos of client attraction. So even though they have this stuff they know can change the world, we need to get it out there in front of the right audience, because I will tell you this all the time, my friends. I will tell you this. Your clients don't need to be born. Your clients are out there right now looking for you and what you do. We just have to get you in front of them. Let's get that done this week. I'm going to share something. So, by the way, just quick recap. Jump on ProutyClass.com and please get in my free workshop this week. It's going to help you out more than I can tell you now, because I'm so hyped up. I shouldn't be this hyped up on a Sunday, but you know why I'm hyped up? Because there are still 30 days left to the work week. I'm going to share 3 things with you tonight. One of them is strategic, one of them is tactical, and one of them is mental. Okay, so we're going to hit the 3 different phases of your productivity this week so that you get more done. If you joined me last night and the night before, we talked about things you can do to get clients this coming week, how to have a better August. I want to kick off August. I can't snap. I want to kick off August with you in the best way possible. So we are going to be strategic, we are going to be tactical, and we are going to be mental over the next just couple of minutes. I want to share 3 different strategies with you. Okay, so the first is strategic, and I want you to write down in your notes right now, strategic. Okay, strategic. Just write down strategic, and it's very simple. When we actually don't even wait till we're done with this call right now. Don't even wait. I want you to do this right now because we're going to get done with this and something's going to distract you. So the strategy that I want you to employ this week is I want you to start planning the next day, the evening before. I want you to plan what you're going to do tomorrow in the evening before that day. So what I want you to do right now, and listen, this is only going to take you 30 seconds. Just scribble down like 3 or 4 things that you're going to get done tomorrow. When we get to the tactical, I'm going to help you just a little bit with what you should be doing, but I want you to just kind of have this bird's eye bird's eye overview of what you're going to get done tomorrow. What things, let me ask you this, what things could you do tomorrow that are going to have the biggest impact? There is literally somebody walking by my house right now. I'm just like distracted out the window as they walk by. Sorry about that. I don't know. What are the things that you could do tomorrow that are going to have the biggest impact on your business, on your week, on your day, on your week, on your month? If you were with me, I don't remember if it was last night or the night before, I think it was last night, every single action that you're writing down right now, and I'm talking this through while you're writing down what you're going to get done tomorrow. You're planning tomorrow tonight. If you were with me last night, and if you weren't, please go back and find that recording. It's stored on my YouTube channel. You'll find it there in the live section. We talked about getting clients this week. And one of the things that I talked to you about was every action you take should be towards getting clients. So if it's not towards that, if you are sitting there and you find yourself doing something and there's a sense of urgency for getting clients, and go through that video that we did, because we did all of the math that you need to know for how many clients you need to get every single day. Every action that you take should be towards that. And I really do want you to get more clients. That's what inspires me, is watching you guys get more clients, every single one of you. So write down the things that you're going to get done tomorrow. Don't over plan. Just like 2, 3, maybe 4 things you're going to get done tomorrow. And the things that are specific to getting clients, those are the things that I want you to really focus on. So this is the strategic. This is the plan tomorrow, right now. Plan it before you go to bed. There are so many beautiful things that are going to happen to you when you do that. You wake up tomorrow and you hit the ground running. You don't have to think, oh, what am I going to do today? You know, it's right here. You're going to, by taking this, which in most cultures is known as a pencil, by taking this pencil and attaching it to the paper and moving your hand, you are creating a bond between those words that you just wrote down and your brain. And the rest of your day today, however long that is, before when you go to bed tonight, that bond is going to strengthen. And whether you realize it or not, your brain is going to be processing what you're going to get done tomorrow. By writing it down tonight, guys, you are already being more productive tomorrow. And then you hit the ground running. You sit down at your computer and you get to your plan. Ooh, I feel like you guys who are in my mastermind, you hear me like this all the time. Pardon me if you're not in my mastermind. You really should be. Pardon me if you feel like I'm yelling at you. This is how I'm made, to be like this. If you want a bigger taste of this, then you go to proutyclass.com and you register for my free workshop that I'm giving on Thursday of this week. Because in that workshop, we're going to go for like an hour, hour and a half, and I'm going to show you step by step how to get clients. Definitely register for that. Okay, so you've planned tomorrow right now. This evening, you have planned tomorrow. So the attachment of the lead, graphite, to the paper, to the brain, sticks here. You're already working on tomorrow. You're already getting more done tomorrow. I feel bad. I was distracted by all the fire that just came in. In the LinkedIn, a bunch of fire just came in. Okay, so you plan tomorrow tonight. You're already working on tomorrow. Tomorrow at this time, I don't know if I'm going to be with you at this time or not tomorrow. I might be. I won't be, because I have a group coaching that happens at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, so I won't be here tomorrow with you at this time. But wherever I am tomorrow, I'll remind you, you're going to plan Tuesday tomorrow night. This is not a Sunday night thing. This is an every night thing. Okay, so please plan the next day, the evening before, so that you hit the ground running and you're already thinking about it. You're already working on it. All right. Checking in everywhere. Eileen Ryan, the queen of the career, checks in on YouTube. Eileen says, your program is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot thank you enough. Well, I can't thank you enough for those kind words. Eileen is particularly skilled at getting people employed. She has a 120% success rate. I'll let her explain that to you on her time. Strategic. Tactical. Most people try to get too much done. It's as simple as that. Most people try to get too much done. And then you get overwhelmed. And when you get overwhelmed, you shut down. Whether you want to admit it or not, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking you, the general you. I might be talking to you. When you're overwhelmed, you tend to shut down. Not me. When I get overwhelmed, I'm kind of like I kind of like burst in and like light starts shooting out of everywhere. But I'm made differently. I want you to simplify what you're going to get done this week. You've planned tomorrow already, but I really want you to look at that list and understand what's essential. You may have heard of the 3 Ds of getting, I almost swore, of getting stuff done. You may have heard of the 3 Ds. Defer, delete, delegate. Defer, delete, delegate. Oh, there's a 4th D. It's do. That's right. You got to do stuff too. I really insist right now that you look at the things that you want to get done this week, and I only want you to do the things that are going to move things forward for you. I only want you to do the things that inspire you the most. How do you know what inspires you the most? You don't ever need to be reminded to do it. You don't need a to-do list. You don't need a reminder. You don't need a bell or a ding or an event. You just do it. Those are the things that inspire you the most. That's what should be on your list of stuff that you're going to accomplish this week. The stuff that inspires you the most. Chad, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chad, for that wonderful comment over on LinkedIn. The things that you don't need a reminder to do. You can't wait to do. Hey, it's Sunday night. I'm sitting here teaching you. Do you think I'm inspired to do this? Of course I am. I never need a reminder to do this. I never need nudging or motivation or even discipline to do this. My inspiration to do this is you, and it's this. It's teaching you. It's why I built an online school. Myself, from my bare hands. Which you can get a sample of if you go to proutyclass.com. And join me for a live class on Thursday where I'm going to teach you a whole bunch of stuff. Your head's going to go, wow. You get to see, this is just me unstructured. Like literally, I wrote down 3 words here on my notes to prepare myself to speak to you tonight. Come and see me when I'm prepared. Chris says, why do people have a hard time finding what inspires them? I don't think they do. I think they suppress it because they feel like they have to do something that they're not inspired to do because that's what you're taught all along in your life. Sit still, be quiet, do what I said, write this report, show up, sit down, shut up, work. You're for the first 18 years, 21 years of your life, you're literally put into a position where you're doing something that doesn't inspire you. When you're 7, you don't want to be sitting there in the school. You want to be exploring. You want to be building crap and breaking stuff, right? You want to be socializing and doing sports. And then you get out of that and you just think that that's how the world is. You think the world is a place where you have to do things that don't inspire you. I'm telling you it's not true. And I have made my entire career out of looking at what everybody else is doing and running in the opposite direction. I was made to teach. I was made to take information, process it, synthesize it, share it. I'm going to clear my throat again. Hang on. Wow, that is really rough tonight. I don't know why. It's not COVID. You spend your whole first 21 years of your life doing stuff that doesn't inspire you. 90% of the stuff you do doesn't inspire you. And here you are in a place where you have stuff that inspires you, and yet you don't do it. So I don't think people have a hard time finding it. I think they suppress it. So we are so off track. I'm going to get back on track, but just to bring a point to Chris's question, find the group of people who inspire you the most. Find the thing that you're inspired to do for that group of people. Find a way to get paid for it. That's how you get rich. That's how you impact the world. That's how you become the leader in your industry. That's how you unlock confidence and fulfillment and happiness is by finding the group of people who inspire you the most. Example, you. For me, you are the group of people who inspire me the most. You're sitting there right now watching this. You inspire me the most. You fuel me. Then find the thing that you were inspired to do, whatever it is. Here's how you know what it is. You don't need a to-do list. You don't need a reminder. You don't need motivation. You don't need determination. You don't need discipline to do it. You're so inspired to do it that your brain is just magnetized to doing it. It's a liberating experience to find it because we're not raised that way. If you truly want help in finding it, go to proutyclass.com. Spend an hour with me, an hour and a half with me this week. Go through what I teach you. It's going to open things up for you like you couldn't possibly imagine. And then find a way to get wonderfully paid for it. That's how you get rich. So the example, it's you for me. You inspire me. Teaching you inspires me. I never need a reminder to do it. In fact, sometimes it's hard to keep me away from doing it. I'm so far off track, guys. We got to get back on track, all right? Let's reel this in. Let's cast that, whatever you use when you're casting, and then poof, hook it in. Reel it in, guys. Reeling it in, and here it is, right up in the boat. Simplify what you're going to get done this week. This is the tactical. Remove the things that don't inspire you. Here's a pro tip for you. The things that you're not inspired to do, find someone who is inspired to do it and pay them to do it. Again, sorry about the throat. I don't know. There's really nothing I can do. You're going to have to deal with it. Please deal with it because I'm trying to help you here. I don't know. Find someone who's inspired to do the things you're not inspired to do and pay them to do those things. You want to unlock amazing potential to grow and make money and impact lives? Get rid of the crap that doesn't inspire you so that all of your time is focused on the stuff that does. That's your tactical for this week. Get rid of, delete, defer, delegate the stuff that doesn't inspire you. Do the stuff that does. It's the 4 Ds. It's the 4D model. Delete, defer, delegate the stuff that doesn't inspire you. Do the stuff that does. I'm telling you, my friends, I'm telling you, there is, if you could understand the power of that alone, we don't even need to talk about anything else, but we will. Let me check that one off. That's your tactical. And then here's your mental. Putting the pen down. That's called a pencil drop. I want you to take a minute. I want you to think about what you're going to get done this week. And I want you to jump ahead in time to next Sunday, right now, a week from now. And I want you to envision having got it all done. I want you to envision how you feel with that sense of accomplishment. That was easy to say. I got a problem with the mouth tonight. Mouth and the throat. Jump to the future. Jump to next Sunday. And just, what does it look like to have gotten it done? Pencil drop equals mic down. That's true. Pencil drop equals mic drop. That's my mic drop. I'm not going to drop this mic because it was an expensive mic. Just take a second, take a breath from your life and think about what does it look like next Sunday having got it all done? How's it feel? How do you feel? How do you look? How do you act? What do you say? How much gratitude do you feel for getting it all done? And really visualize that. Paint the picture. Make it vibrant. Really think about it. As you're writing it down, as you're simplifying, as you're finding that stuff that inspires you, what's the one feeling that you get from that next week having gotten it all done? Really picture this. Because you can do this. You have every single characteristic and quality that you need to get this done. Whoever you are watching this, right? Whoever you are. whatever you do, whoever you serve, however hard it is, however easy it is, you have the characteristics to get done what you said you're going to get done. You wrote down today what you're going to get done tomorrow. 24 hours from now, you're going to do it for Tuesday. And then for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to get a little work done next Saturday. And then next Sunday, here you are. You got it all done. Paint that picture. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Now I want you to go after that feeling. I want you to go after it like it's impossible to fail. What if you just did that? What if you just tried that for a week? What if it was impossible to fail? Would you set bigger goals? Would you try to get more done? Would you find more things that inspire you? Would you get rid of more things that don't inspire you? Of course you would. So do it right now. Paint that picture of what it's like next week, right here. And hold that here. And go for it this week. Go get it done. Make this week incredible for you. Here's the recap. You're going to plan every single day the night before. You're going to simplify everything that you do. You're going to get rid of the things that don't inspire you. You're going to focus on the things that do. Delete, defer, delegate the things that don't inspire you. Do the things that do. And you're going to hold this vision of 1 week from now in your mind with vibrant color. And you're going to go after that goal. And you're going to realize that you didn't set your goals high enough. You could have done more. And that's okay. Because when we're back here next week, that's what we'll do. We'll set those bigger goals. I love the chat that's coming in. People are saying the most beautiful things. Don't hold yourself back. All right? Oh my gosh. People, I said I wasn't going to go a half an hour and here we are. What's going on? I don't know. I do know. Class is over. Feel free to go about your lives if you want. I'm going to keep going just for a few more minutes. Here's why I didn't notice the half an hour go by. And here's why you might not have noticed the half an hour go by. I said at the beginning of this I was going to go just not long. I wasn't going to go a half an hour. And here I am at the half an hour mark. Here's why. We're going to get scientific for a second. So stay with me on this. Your brain is separated simplistically into 3 parts. It's called the triune brain. Okay, it's much more complex than this. But it's called the triune brain. And you have the basal ganglia. That is the part of your brain that is the most primitive, that every living creature has. When we were reptiles, that's what we had. Then you have the limbic system, which is the mammalian part of your brain. Okay, that's what we as mammals developed. That was the next part. Those two work together to keep you alive. The basal ganglia is always scanning, always listening, just making sure that you're not going to die from a flying Tyrannosaurus dactyl, whatever those things are. That's what that's for. And then the limbic system kind of keeps that in check and regulate and does some regulation so that we're not clubbing each other over the heads. Those two things really are the most primitive parts of your brain, and we could spend hours talking about this, and I do inside my mastermind, which you can get a sample of if you go to proutyclass.com. And then you have your neocortex. Your neocortex is something that only we have. Your dog doesn't have that, and your pet turtle doesn't have that. Your neocortex is the forebrain here. And so what happens when you're doing something that inspires you? By the way, let's just jump right back to what inspires you. This is another way that you get to enjoy something known as global transient amnesia. Global transient amnesia is the passage of time without you realizing it. You've experienced this when you've driven somewhere and you've been thinking about things that inspire you. You might not realize it, but you do. You're driving somewhere and you think about things that inspire you, and all of a sudden you look at an exit and you're like, how did 50 miles go by? Where was I supposed to get off? And you don't even remember any of it. As an aside, I run 6 miles every morning, 5 or 6 miles every morning, depending on my mood. And I listen to things that teach me things, that inspire me. And I will tell you, I will get back from these runs, I won't remember a single foot of these runs. It's the most magical thing. Because what happens is your neocortex sends signals to your limbic system, your basal ganglia, and kind of shuts them down. And the more you're able to stimulate your neocortex, the more easily it can shut down the limbic system and the basal ganglia. In fact, we look at studies that suggest when you do things that inspire you, highly inspire you, like bring you to a heightened state of inspiration, your neocortex grows and your basal ganglia shrinks. So the effects of your basal ganglia are minimized and the effects of your neocortex are maximized. So when you're able to do this, you no longer are distracted. You no longer feel temptations to go surf social media. You no longer go get snacks. When you're going to get a snack, it means you're uninspired. I promise you that. I tell my mastermind that all the time. When you are distracted, it's your basal ganglia and your limbic system kind of taking over. They're very, very strong. They have to be. They've kept us alive forever. It's here. It's the neocortex. The neocortex performs very slowly, and these two kind of gang up on it. And so that's why you're distracted. That's why you're snacking. That's why not you. Let me just change the language there. That's why people gamble. That's why people do pornography. That's why people seek out like weird activities, whatever they do. It's stimulating your basal ganglia and your limbic system. But when you find the things that inspire you beyond anything else, then you start to flood all of the chemicals here to the neocortex, the forebrain, the executive center. And it just reaches around slowly, but it does reach around slowly, and it's like it just puts a mask on everything else. So that's why I'll go for a half an hour and I won't even realize it. That's why if you join me on Thursday for this, go to proutyclass.com to join me on Thursday for that free live workshop that I'm giving. You'll see, I just go into that global transient amnesia because I just teach. When I absorb, learn, study, process, synthesize, and then translate simply for the people that I serve, I go into that state because I'm so highly inspired. That I'm telling you this not to tell you about how my brain works. I'm telling you this to tell you how your brain works. So when you can identify the things that inspire you the most when those things happen to you, watch for those things to happen. When you work for a while and you don't even notice the time go by, you're doing things that inspire you. When you're constantly distracted, you're doing something that doesn't inspire you. Okay, simple as that. Why are we talking about this? But we are. It's important. Okay, did you write down tomorrow? Did you get your stuff done for tomorrow? You'll start working on that in your brain right now. You're going to focus on things that inspire you this week. You're going to delete, defer, delegate the things that don't and do the things that do. And you're going to paint that vision for yourself for next week at this time. And then the last thing that I want you to do is go here to proutyclass.com. Just go register for that and just come on board. Just come hang out with me for a little while. See what it's like when I have something structured to teach you, because that is a very structured class. And you'll walk out of there with the ability to start attracting clients through social media right away. I don't know. Everybody's still here. I'm looking at the numbers across all of the streams. Everybody's still here, including Zani from Pakistan is here, who's cooking breakfast right now. I'm so grateful. She is the latest member of my mentorship. She came into one of my mentorship programs 2 days ago. She is a web designer. She is absolutely top notch. I gave her a little guidance and on something to do. She was able to turn around a website in like a couple of hours, like just like that. So really brilliant mind there, Zanny. So she's in the YouTube chat, and you'll also find her in my connection list on LinkedIn. Last name is spelled Naqib. If you need some website work, you definitely want to go and connect up with her. And she just happens to be working with me as one of my clients. So you know you're going to get the best. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Checking in on the other streams. More people are... somebody said that wasn't a pencil drop. Somebody says they're inspired. Somebody says awesome. Somebody says you got to go for it this week. Somebody says they're ready to get it done. Pencil drop equals mic drop. Focus on what makes you tick. That's great. Excellent. Somebody says they like what I'm talking about. All great stuff. If you joined us late, you do want to go back and rewind and watch this. I promised you less than a half an hour, and I'm way over that. Please pardon me, guys. It's the global transient amnesia. There's nothing I can do about it. And, hey, we get to hang out. All right, shutting this down. I'm going to go hang out with my kids for a little while, and then I'm going to get back to work so that I can get ready for my week. August is going to be... sorry. August is going to be great. I can't wait. August is going to be an amazing month. You watch. You watch what happens in August with my business. Chris Rivera is closing it out tonight. It's the simple things that make a huge difference, and he's right about that. Please connect with him. Chris Rivera, Rivera. You'll find him in my LinkedIn connections. If you feel like you self-sabotage, he's the one that's going to get you through that. I can't help you with that. He is going to get you through that so quickly. Just amazing what he can do. So please go connect with him. I know he has free workshops every week as well. So you definitely want to connect up with him. All right. I'm going to bring this to a close. I know you just want to keep hanging out with me. I can tell. But I got to go. I'm going to go put my kids to bed and then get back to work and clear this throat. I don't know what I'm going to do. Go eat something. I will be live tomorrow at some point. Just find me and I will teach you more great stuff tomorrow. This was a great one tonight. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Go get it done. All right. Welcome August. Let's go.